All right, right here with InFamous Text, Pizza&Champagne Radio. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today? Y'all know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? One and only, hottest show on the streets, hottest show on the block. You know what I'm saying? Right here with 979 The Box on, HustleTown legend, InFamous Text, man. How you doing today?
Man, I'm good, man. Feeling good. We just blessed the community earlier today. Then came over here to Dope House and got blessed ourselves, got fed, you know, but I'm happy to tap in with you.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate
you, man. Long time coming. You know what I'm saying? It was a due process, but I wanted the opportunity really, really bad. So, you know, I came here, I flew out, you know, I did my thing, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
Tell us a little bit about your recent music history.
So I started almost basically 20 years in the game now. I started off doing music, did that for about almost 15 years, you know, but in those 15 years I made a lot of connections, did a lot of networking that kind of led to what I'm doing now. You know, a lot of what I'm doing now all was from, you know, doing the music. So none of that went in vain. You know, I stopped doing music and started doing HustleTown Network, and that was a platform that we created to now open doors for a lot of artists. So a lot of stuff that I did not know back then, now I'm able to educate artists, because now I know a lot more about what I didn't know back then as an artist. And I see that that's a pretty common thing nowadays, that a lot of artists are kind of misunderstood and kind of misled onto how a lot of the hip hop works and how do you get on the radio and how do you do this, that. So, you know, with years of experience of being an artist plus now being a promoter / someone who's part of the radio and kind of knowing both sides of the field, you know, I'm able to really navigate and help a lot of artists, you know, kind of get their name out the right way, you know. But yeah, man, HustleTown Network is the biggest thing that we've done. You know, we worked with a lot of the biggest artists, of course, South Park Mexican himself, right here at the Dope House.
Right here at Dope House Records, y'all.
That's right. That's right. And also got to work with that Mexican OT in the very beginning of his career. So, you know, OT is probably the biggest guy I got to work with and very close with, you know, and made a lot of moves that got him, you know, where he's at right now, too. So it's dope, man.
Yeah, man. So with all that, man, like, how does it feel being an OG, like you mentioned, like you being an artist turn, you know, turn the guy who now gives out the game and now is, you know, directing things and it can show people the way. How does that feel?
I mean, it feels dope, man. It feels good. You know, a lot of people are acknowledging what I do and what I've done. You know, it's kind of like, you know, they're giving flowers a lot more often. And I mean, to be honest, I definitely, I love it, man. It's a good feeling. And just the resume has gotten so long, and, you know, because I would work so much and I've done so much stuff to where when I go back and look at so many things that have been done in a short amount of time. You know, we've started HustleTown Network about 5 years ago, but in those 5 years, there's been so much content and made so many connections with a lot of artists. You know, it's dope, man. Like, you know, now being able to work with a lot of artists that I grew up listening to, like South Park Mexican or Street Military, or working with the Screwed Up records and tapes, you know, doing stuff for DJ Screw. You know, it's all full circle for me. So to be able to now rub shoulders with these guys and be called a legend like these guys who are, to me, the legends, man, it's phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember I saw Slim Thug at the Galleria once, and like, you know, you just you know, pass around and being you know, from Houston, but you know, still tipping, you know, is like a Houston staple, like listen to, and then you see something like that, it's kind of like, you know,
oh yeah. And then I'm from the north side too, so Still Tipping was like our first big radio break onto the national level. You know, Still Tipping, now worldwide. You know, but getting to see, be there in high school when like Paul Wall, Mike Jones, and Slim Thug all created that song. Because, you know, high school is usually something, that's an era that usually stands out to everybody, right? Your high school years are always going to be your greatest. So, you know, I grew up on Switch House, grew up on Screw, and being able to work with those same guys. It's kind of like I went back to now grab these guys and be able to work with them and continue to put a spotlight on them, because some of these guys didn't get like the radio national love, and they weren't, you know, They were more still considered, I guess you could say, not local, but regional, still,
Yeah.
you know, Houston-based. But to now be able to work with these guys and continue to push their legacy, and it's like me giving back to what I
Yeah.
grew up on. Now I can come back and be like, man, I grew up listening to music because of you. I'm now doing what I do, so I continue to do all kinds of stuff for, you know, Dope House, DJ Screw, all the legends that are either here or gone. You know, I've somehow made a way to pay homage to them, and then also open doors for all the new school guys right now too. So,
Yeah.
man, it's dope, man. I love it.
So like, who do you see as, let's say like a double XL or like freshman class? Who are you looking at right now that'll carry the anchor, you know, in Houston that'll take the title?
So out of the new school artists, I'd say, well, that Mexican OT off top, and not because I got to work closely with him, just because he's hit numbers, and he's, you know, every time you blink, he's hitting another milestone, and that was something that SPM actually said about him. It's like he's the first Mexican rapper to really pass up a lot of SPM's numbers, or even come close, because SPM, you know, for 20-some years been locked up, and nobody has really ever been able to surpass what he's done number-wise and money-wise, except for this guy right here. So this guy, when I say, is like, definitely this the guy, my go-to guy on. I'll put all my money behind him. But there's other artists that are, you know, killing the game.
We count on you, man. We got our money on you, bro. We bet on you, man.
Oh yeah, and this guy ain't going nowhere for a while. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be in the game, right here in everybody's face for probably a very long time. He won't be just a one-hit wonder. You know, we've had a lot of guys come up and come and go, but you know, I would say, you know, him, D Baby, you know, and these are just speaking some of the Latin artists.
Yeah.
You know, DJ EXO is another one that does some really good music. Let me see. Of course, I'm loving Finesse Two Time, but I think he's like Memphis and all that. But the sound itself, man. I mean, Houston is at an all-time high when it comes to the artists that are coming out the city. I feel like we're getting the spotlight back on us that we haven't had in almost 15 years. You know, we had the spotlight on us back in '06. You know, when all these Paul Slim, everybody's getting signed.
Yeah, man.
And then that spotlight went elsewhere. Then it went to Miami, then Atlanta, Dallas, and it's kind of been between those places. But Houston now is like, man, it's at the biggest it's been in a very long time. And when this guy SPM gets on, which will be next year, it's gonna be it's really gonna shake some things up.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all hear that? The South still got something to say. Feel me?
Oh yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So collaborating with 97.9 The Box, man. How does that feel? Because a person like me, I grew up listening to 97.9 The Box, like, man, every day, like J Mac and like the whole crew, you know, every day going to school, you know, getting a ride at school. You know, I would always try to catch the morning show. That was like, that was like the number one thing. How does it feel being a part of the crew that raised my generation? I mean, because you guys pretty much did.
Yeah, man, it's dope. It's another full circle in a way, because same thing, man. I grew up listening to 97.9. This has been the hometown station. I grew up listening to Matt Hatter Morning Show, you know, and J Mac and everybody. So to be able to get a chance to work with Hatter, because he was, I was there, you know, and before they changed it from the Matt Hatter Morning Show to Good Morning H-Town. Right. So to be able to be there, let them see a lot of my talent as what I'm able to do, and even give me flowers and shout outs and all that stuff, man, it's dope, man. You know, just being a part of it, again, full circle, is something like anything that I grew up on, or like our high school year stuff, I somehow resurfaced with it and been part of that family. And yeah, 97.9 is just another one, but I love it, you know, and they also supported HustleTown Network when we first started. And that gave us the ultimate cosign that really got a lot of people to believe in us and want to work with us. And then, of course, seeing OT, you know, rise up, everyone else also sees, okay, HustleTown Network is like, you know, keep your eyes on them guys. They're really doing some big things. Again, it all happens from, you know, working with 97.9 The Box. And also shout out to Jessica Jeans, because we started HustleTown Network. You know, she's a big part of HustleTown Network, and even helping me get in the game.